What's up YouTube, this is JP Panther back on the video, and today's video is actually going to be the Birds of Prey box office update video. And again, right, I have the article right here. Again, I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. And again, right, Birds of Prey, this is what happens, right? Birds of Prey's wings chipped to 48 million overseas, no, to 48 million overseas and 81 million worldwide, international, I guess, gross, whatever. That's bad, because if you guys don't know, it was projected to do like 130 or 110 worldwide, I guess they were expecting. So this is the Sunday update, I guess. Warner Brothers Birds of Prey estimated 48 million internationally, combined with the domestic is 81.3 million. Despite good reviews and positive reactions, the DC spinoff did not take to overseas skis in the 60 million, 70 million range. Oh wow, they're expecting a lot higher. That's thanks to a number of factors, including the rated R pick that left a corner group of teenage girls sidelined in some markets, the draw of Harley Quinn front her own movie to a degree, fears over coronavirus and blah blah blah, Mexico and blah blah blah. Again, I'm just gonna get to the most important stuff, right? In the UK, it's was 3.9 million. That's not good, man. It took the number 2 spot. That's not that good, man. Brazil 2 million, France 2 million. Let me see. Before the weekend factors, we're seeing the DC spinoff around 60 to 70 million range. Reviews and reactions are positive. Blah blah blah. Radars don't convert in the same ways in offshore markets in the UK. I mean, they just keep going on and on. It's like they keep making excuses, right? Trying to see. It's like they just keep telling you, okay, Russia, Terminator Dark Fate, we'll be back on some of the full thing, blah blah blah. You know, it just keeps going on and on and on. I'm just trying to see, like, is there anything else they really tell me about? And they talk about Suicide Squad, Max Fury. And again, it just keeps going on and on. They're trying to make an excuse, oh, well, Terminator Dark Fate because of this and that and this and that. And again, I'm just going to give you my thoughts about this. Again, you guys can check out the article. You guys can read it, stuff like that. But I'm just going to give you my thoughts. I'm just going to give you exactly what I think, right? My opinion, I feel like they shot themselves in the foot. I talked about this other video, right? They try to go after the feminists, the social justice warriors, the Me Too movement, and all these woke people on social media and Twitter who don't do anything, who don't vote, who don't support anything, who don't use, don't put their money where their mouth is. They just talk a bunch of BS. And the sad part about this, you know what I mean, with Margot Robbie and Warner Brothers, I felt like, in my personal opinion, they smoked a bunch of crack before they made this movie. Because it's like, first of all, you're alienating your audience. Second of all, the way you guys could go online and look at the articles. It's all about the feminist, revolutionary, women's rights, and Ewan McGregor saying a bunch of BS. Like, they just keep going on and on and on and on and on and on. And eventually, a lot in the way we live in a sensitive political climate, a lot of dudes are just like, yo, why am I gonna spend $20 to tell me that I'm a bad person? And I did tell you guys that the movie wasn't that woke. It had some woke moments, like some sprinkled stuff in there, but it wasn't really bamming over the head like that. A lot of people felt like it was. There was moments, but it really wasn't like Charlie's Angels or Ghostbusters where it was just bamming to your face. It was just sprinkled in, and it felt kind of more like a female Deadpool type movie in my personal opinion, but I feel like the way they marketed it was just terrible. You know, the trailers weren't good. Ewan McGregor saying a bunch of BS. The cast and writers making all these excuses of, well, men should go see this, men should go see that, and they shouldn't see it, and blah, blah, blah. And now it's technically a flop. I don't know. They keep saying it's all, well, it underperformed. Listen, it's a flop. They're not gonna. The media, they're spinning it, and I do think a lot of it's the media's fault because they're trying to push this narrative. Oh well, go see it because of women and this and that, and you know, people got tired of it. And also the problem is, I don't think they can afford to do that crap because number one, it's a DC movie. Number two, DC already has a lot of baggage already, and you're trying to go into this feminist Me Too movement, social justice warrior route, which I'm like, what the fuck you're doing. And then you have it where you alienate your audience because the men are not going to see it. It's not made for comic book fans. It's not made for men. It's not made for teenage girls because it's rated R. They can't go see it. So you already alienated your audience, and you restricted your younger female audience that wanted or could go see it. So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, it's their fault, man. It's like, and it's sad because to me, it's like people are gonna lose their jobs over this stupid movie because, in my personal opinion, if Margot Robbie and Warner Brothers wanted to do this type of stuff, they could have just gone to a freaking march. Like, go to DC, go to freaking, the Women's March, go to a rally. I mean, you could preach your BS right there. The problem is they thought the people, the feminists that or the SJWs that go to these marches and rallies and go on social media are the same people that are going to spend their money and support your movie. And when you look at the box office numbers, it shows you that they didn't. They just talk a bunch of BS and they don't vote with their wallets. And even with the reviews and like the Rotten Tomatoes, it shows that Rotten Tomatoes don't mean shit. It really doesn't, because Rotten Tomatoes has a good score with the audience, has a good score with the critics, and has a fresh and all that, and it just didn't work. You know what I mean? Like, when you just keep doing this over and over and over, people get tired of it. And I feel like, in my personal opinion, they're going to just keep shooting themselves in the foot. I feel like Hollywood doesn't understand the everyday regular people. Like, why? This is what I'm looking at it from a regular person's point of view, right? Or just a normie or a guy just, right now just talking to camera. The way they market this movie is kind of like, men, you're sexist, you're evil, you're dogs, you're pigs, you're this and that. And then they're like, give me your money now. And they're like, all right, why would I spend my money to be insulted like that? So I'm going to put this money in my wallet and save it for Black Widow and Wonder Woman. And that's another thing as well. I feel bad for Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot because now they have to be on their own now, because even though it's part of the DCU universe and it's a spin-off from Suicide Squad, it's still part of that cinematic universe. And the problem is that it hurts her movie like 4 months later, you feel me? Because people still remember, like, oh, remember that crappy DC movie? Wonder Woman might not be good because it's part of that universe, and the universes don't really mix well. And also, I think another part of it, in my personal opinion, you guys could agree or disagree with me respectfully, is that I think a lot of it is that right now, with the Oscars right now, it's Joker. People don't care that, okay, Margot Robbie has a Harley Quinn movie, stuff like that. Right now, they're focusing on Joker. I'm talking about, you're having Joker right now at the Oscars and Academy, and more people are focused on that. And even though both of them are rated R, one is really dark and grown up and realistic and feels more like a Oscar dark Elseworld type story. You feel me? It feels more grown up. Harley Quinn feels like it's all cartoony, it's colorful, it's, like, it's over the top, it's like a Deadpool. So the people in the Academy, or the older people, are going to look at these two movies and be like, I'm good. Margot Robbie, I'm good. Your thing is rated R, but it feels more cartoony. Joker doesn't feel anything like Birds of Prey at all. The tone, the feel of it feels like it's really, really dark and gritty. Where Birds of Prey has its violence and has its cursing, but it feels more like a cartoon or a Deadpool movie than an actual like Joker type movie. So the tones of it don't, even though they're rated R, they don't even mix together. So people be like, all right, I'm gonna go see Joker, but I'm not gonna go see Birds of Prey. And the problem is that we just came off of Joker. You feel me? Joker was a $55 million budget, made over $1 billion. They're thinking, okay, Birds of Prey is like $100 million, and we'll make $1 billion. No, dumbass, that's not how it works like that. And I just don't think Warner Brothers and Hollywood understand that, people are getting tired of this BS. And it shows you that if you guys keep going in this route, you're going to go broke. And really, it's facts. Because we have many examples of movies trying to preach to you, trying to push agenda, trying to push a feminist message and a social justice warrior message, and it doesn't work. I'll give you an example, right? Ghostbusters 2016, Charlie's Angels, Black Christmas, Terminator Dark Fate, and now you got Birds of Prey. I mean, there's probably other movies as well, but those are the ones I can think on off the top of my head. But when you keep just doing this over and over and over, and the problem is, you guys can't afford to be doing this type of crap because people are not going to movie theaters like that. The movie theater attendance, even though Endgame and all this other stuff made like a lot of money, they said it was the lowest like theater attendance in like decades and stuff like that. Because the problem is, even though Disney and all that, they're making, Avengers and Black Captain Marvel and Spider-Man and all that, they're making money, but all the other movies get hurt as well. So and the problem is Disney's the one really making the money, and they're the ones keeping the theaters around. Because let's be honest, most people are saving their money for a Marvel movie, or even Marvel movie, than all these other movies. And the problem is the tickets keep going up. You know what I mean? The food prices, I'll be honest with you, it's expensive as hell. It really is. Going to a movie theater is really, like, the food's expensive. It's freaking ridiculous, you feel me? So, you know what I mean? Like, you're dealing with that. And also, it's like going to a nightclub, man. So, why would people spend all that money to be preached to and be insulted to? Because, why would they do that? You feel me? And they're just like, F you, I'm done. And the problem with Hollywood is that they think that, okay, people want to be preached to when they go to these movies, and I feel like they're finding out in a hard way. Because if this was a regular everyday job, you tell your customers to go fuck off every day, you get fired. But in Hollywood, you tell that to your customers, you lose money. And even the problem with Hollywood and compared to a regular person is that if you tell your customers to go F off, you lose your job. You tell your customers to go F off in Hollywood, you get more jobs and more opportunities, which is like freaking insane. So the way they work is like crazy and cuckoo in my personal opinion. And I do feel like it's not going to... Birds of Prey is not going to do well. I don't think it's going to have that stronger legs, because if you guys don't know, next week Sonic the Hedgehog comes out. And what I've been hearing about Sonic the Hedgehog has good reviews, and if you pay attention with Sonic the Hedgehog, people are liking it. And I'm going to go see Sonic the Hedgehog. I might go see it twice, because the way, like, again, remember the CGI and stuff like that, again, they messed up with that. But the director and whoever the guy was, he pretty much says, you know what, we messed up, we listened to the fans, we messed up, we apologize, we're going to go back and fix this again. And boom. And he listened to a fan. And also the movie is PG. It's actually PG. So you could take your kids and families to go see it. So it's the guy listened to the fans. I know the hardcore video game fans. Families going to be able to see it. Jim Carrey's going to be Dr. Eggman. I don't even care if the movie's bad. You feel me? If the movie's even like enjoyable, I'm fine with it. Because you know what I mean? Like, I'm expecting it not to be like, not the greatest movie ever, but like if I'm somewhat kind of entertained, I'm going to give him more of a leeway than Birds of Prey. But I know Sonic the Hedgehog is not going to preach to me on some feminist, social justice warrior BS and expect me to take my money. I don't think it's going to be preachy like that. I think it's going to be a fun, family, enjoyable movie, and I do hope it does well in the box office. Birds of Prey, I didn't want it to flop, but I could tell it was going to flop, because every article was a feminist, SJW, blah, 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 and then they just got, they shot themselves in the foot. I don't know how to explain it. It's like Margot Robbie and Warner Brothers, I think they're learning the hard way, in my personal opinion. And Sonic the Hedgehog, I think it's going to beat it. I think it's going to be number one next week. This movie's probably going to have like a 60% drop, at least. If it's 50% drop, let's say it does like 16, 17 million opening week, like second weekend, whatever. It might even have lower. Sonic the Hedgehog probably going to do like, let's just say like 40 mil, 40, 50, maybe 50 million. And also it's coming on Valentine's Day, so it might have a chance as well. But overall, I think people will go see Sonic the Hedgehog and save their money to go see Sonic the Hedgehog than Birds of Prey. And I don't think Birds of Prey is going to have strong legs. I think the word of mouth is going to get out there. I think also problem is it's a DC movie, so people are really going to come after it. And the media and right now, social media and the SJWs and the feminists and the people on, the articles, they are shocked. They are dumbfounded. You feel me? And I do think part of it is that was Margot Robbie and Kathleen Yang and the Warner Brothers, aka the Maniacs, were trying to pander to these people on social media, and they don't give a crap. And it shows you at the box office. Money talks and bullshit walks. That's an old saying. And one last thing before I wrap this video up, I'm really curious about like the way the media is gonna split. Is like, oh, people don't want to see female-led movies, bro. No one's saying about this about Black Widow, Wonder Woman. Again, Eternals we gotta see because they said Salma Hayek's gonna be like the main lead or something like that. Again, I have to see the trailer and all that before I comment on Eternals. But overall, Black Widow, Wonder Woman, no one's complaining about that. And the thing is, I'm looking at Wonder Woman and Black Widow's marketing. They don't have any of this feminist woke SJW BS. They don't have any of that stuff in there. What I've been seeing, like the commercial just seems like the marketing and the promotion just seems like it's going to be two badass female characters. And that's how you notice how the media is full of shit, because you could tell that Wonder Woman and Black Widow, you can't really push an agenda with those type characters. They just don't. They're not. Even I read the comics. They're not like that. Even Harley Quinn's not like that. But the marketing was terrible with Birds of Prey. But they're not gonna be able to push and switch it and fit with their agenda with Wonder Woman and Black Widow, because Scarlett Johansson knows her lane. Gal Gadot knows her lane, and also Gal Gadot did Fast and Furious, so she knows she's in a male-dominated franchise. Scarlett Johansson knows the same thing as well. They are very media trained. They know what to say and not what to say, and not. They know what to say and not what to say. You feel me? They're very, very media trained, and they're very, very smart. So they're not going to be able to pull that BS and try to flip it like they did with Birds of Prey, like they did with this movie. And I'm really curious about with Wonder Woman and Black Widow. Let's say they do a bunch of numbers and makes a bunch of money, and they're gonna look more stupid. You feel me? Because it's like, wow, people do want to see female leads. They just don't want to be preached to. And the problem is the whole entire well, people don't want to see diversity, stuff like that. Freaking Bad Boys made like 30 something million already, and that movie isn't two white guys leading. It's two African Americans leading and a cop buddy comedy rated R pick. So I don't want to hear that crap. So if the media is going to try to flip it like no one wants to see minority led, that's a bunch of BS. The numbers show. I mean, Bad Boys is going to probably make more money than freaking Birds of Prey. And I love Bad Boys, but come on, man, you're a DC movie. Bad Boys hasn't been around since like 2000. The second one hasn't came out since 2003. And Birds of Prey, at least you had Suicide Squad, so you at least had the name recognition. So it's going to be funny that Bad Boys will probably make more money and do well financially than Birds of Prey, in my personal opinion. And it's a movie, people will actually want to go see again. That's really it, guys. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys think about Birds of Prey bombing and flopping at the box office? Are you guys happy? Are you guys not happy? Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think this hurts Wonder Woman's box office? Do you think Black Widow is going to make Birds of Prey look like crap? Tell me in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.